What up, ScrewAttack? Sean Hines here, and I just had the opportunity to play a little bit of Assassin's Creed Unity. Joining me is Alex Amancio. He is the game's creative director. Let's talk about some of the biggest changes coming to Unity.
Well, Unity is really a game about carving your own path through the city of Paris. It is the first truly next-generation iteration of Assassin's Creed, and it was redesigned from the ground up to really be the beginning of a new cycle of Assassin's Creed games.
And so you and I played a co-op mission together. It was a heist, which everybody should be excited about because that might actually beat GTA Online's heist mode out. What's unique about these co-op missions that would make it different than maybe something like Payday or GTA Online heists?
Well, I mean, the cool thing about the co-op missions in Unity is the fact that they're part of the world, right? They're seamlessly integrated into the world. And the heist missions are essentially a highly guarded area. You can actually sneak in, find the loot, steal it, and then escape undetected. And every time you actually get detected, your loot bar goes down. So even though it is a cooperative mission, we both have loot bars. So there's a little bit of a competitiveness in there because you never know if the other player is actually doing better. You only find out at the end.
And so we talked about how, since it's integrated into the game world and essentially one player's world will exist as the other players jump into it, what sort of variations could people expect to find in those, their world versus somebody else's?
There is something that you can do in the city of Paris that will change the crowd ecosystem within each district. There's 3 factions in the game. There's the crowd, there's the populace of Paris. Some of them are armed, and they will help you if you get attacked by another faction called the aggressor faction. These are political extremists. And the 3rd faction is guards, the National Guard, and these guys are there to reestablish order within the game world. So by doing these elements that you can change the sort of ecosystem in each district, you're actually changing the way the missions that take place in those districts play. You'll have more protectors, you'll have more allies, you'll have less aggressors. So by joining a game in one of your friends' worlds or vice versa, the mix can change up when you're playing these missions.
And the mix isn't just limited to the crowd, because you showed us that there's some customization options for each individual character, and those range not only from the articles of clothing and weapons you might take with you, but also your skill set. So are you guys trying to build a more dynamic team-like atmosphere?
Exactly. When we started experimenting with co-op, years ago, we discovered that to really bring the Assassin's Creed cooperative experience to life, the best way to do it was really by providing complementary skills, by having players take on roles that really reinforce the way they want to play the game, and then exposing levers that will let them really, reach those desired categories of play, be it like more action-oriented, more of a defensive sort of play, more stealthy, or more navigation and agility-based. So by really exposing these different variables and then breaking them down into skills, into gear elements, into weapons, we're really reinforcing these individual ways that each player plays the game. And by making them complementary, they're stronger than if they were just like specialized in the same field. A hood might, for example, make you blend into a crowd faster. Or when you actually blend out of that crowd, before you're visible, it'll increase that time. Some boots might make you more silent when you're approaching a guard. So, you can just walk right up to him using our stealth mode and just assassinate him like without him ever seeing you. So it's stuff like that. It's just elements that will reinforce all of the different levers that will give you, a concrete advantage when you're actually playing the game. What we've done with Unity is revamp the core experience of the game itself. Navigation, stealth, and fight have been completely rewritten, redone, redesigned. And what we've done is we've tried to reproduce that exploration element, but not with a ship, but in Paris itself. So the way we've done it is Paris is actually a multi-layered city. There's undergrounds, there's catacombs, there's sewers, there's monuments you can go inside, there's no loading. We have one in every 4 houses of Paris you can actually go into and explore. And then we filled the city of Paris literally with hundreds of different quests and stories that you have to find and discover. So that same sort of spirit of exploration and discovery that you find in Black Flag with the ship, hopefully we've reproduced that, but with the core experience of the game, a densely packed European city with crowds of up to like 5,000 people on screen.
So how long before I get to write my own story in Assassin's Creed Unity?
November 11th for Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
All right, thank you guys so much for your time. That's Assassin's Creed Unity, guys, and it should be coming later this year, so stay tuned to ScrewAttack.com for any future Assassin's Creed coverage.